Good morning, Spurs fans. It is I, the Road Spur. The first words I speak in the morning to another human being often are very, very low in timbre before the vocal cords get going. When you hear me in the Spurs game, sometimes there it goes already. Oh my God, that's a great Champ Penny is one of mine right now. Well, friends, tough loss. The losses and the wins themselves they're totally different for all of you than they are for the Road Spur. Now, that's because the Road Spur doesn't watch any ESPN. The Road Spur is not on X or Twitter as it used to be called. And so I put those together, X and Twitter, and make it shitter, spelled Xitter. And I'm not on it. I was on it for exactly 10 years. April 4th, 2011 to April 4th, 2021 before Elon bought it. The Road Spur is only on Blue Sky. Only. Blue Sky is an open source with no ads emulator, kind of better than, definitely, Twitter, space, smaller. And I really want to encourage all basketball fans to just leave shitter. Leave it. There's no reason to be there. You're there because in your mind you think 600 million people. Wow. But Blue Sky is just 60 million people, But you know how many of those 600 million people are listening to you? Not many. Whereas I know exactly how many are listening to me in Blue Sky. My 80 followers. And there's a mute, so I can just mute anybody who's being loud and obnoxious this morning. There are two obnoxious males who called me this morning, or tried to call me. They used text to contact me this morning. And I'm not going to say they're obnoxious. I'm going to rephrase that. They're two male friends of mine, and their early morning vibe, one on either side of this game last night. One was like, boy, Spurs really shit the bed, That was a Spurs fan. And the other was like, my apologies, is what he said to me. He's a Knicks fan. My apologies, Bruce. And I wrote back really fast, something very specific targeted right at him. I said, oh, really? You mean for has nothing to do with basketball? Really a specific thing that's been bugging me about him for years? I just said, thanks. I'll take your apologies for that. And he was like, wow. And I wrote back, 3 more games to play. That's it. I'm not talking to the New York Knicks fan anymore till it's over. There's 3 more games to play. There's 3 more games to play. Now, the Spurs fan who wrote to me, basically that they shit the bed. That game's done. The whole way we've been working all year is through pure adaptation. And the way to be a fan about this is not to cling to things. And the problem with San Antonio fans in general is they just tend to grasp what the corporate is putting out. It's military mentality because this is the military city. And now, listen, you guys are great. That has nothing to do with this right now. You can hate all those celebrities last night in that building. You can hate all the dudes that were pressed up against the court. That is a mecca of basketball for a reason. And the Spurs shit the bed in the third quarter for 8.5 minutes. And they shit the bed in the fourth quarter for 5 minutes, long before the game was close and they were fighting it out. And then they shit the bed when they were fighting it out. Although I give more credit to the Knicks during that. Now that I've learned about the play, you should look up the play that they drew up for Castle. It's a winning play. It has worked before many times. Karl Anthony Towns played the right defense. That's what happened there. The Knicks beat us on the play that mattered. Coughing, having coffee. Coughing while having coffee. Coughing while having coffee. And trying to find, you gotta have music, right? Where's the music? Man, when you wake up after a loss like that, you can be really discombobulated. You put all your soul energy into appreciating a team. And as fans, we have done that with this very young team. I want to remind you, they're not heroes to me. They're basketball players, and a lot of them are 20 plus years younger than me. A couple of them are 30 plus years younger than me. Our stars are 30 plus years younger than me. So we've gone through a lot of things this year. And what it's looked like is a graph that looks like this. I'm going to do it backwards, right? It looks like that. And at the very end, it's going like that. So we've gone steadily up to the 62 wins out of 84, then 5 against Portland, then 5 against Minnesota, then 7 against the former champs, which meant we beat the reigning champs 8 times. Then having to take on the Knicks, who were extremely amped on a 5-decade, 6-decade need for a championship, and have a homegrown unit in that building that's very much about that local basketball scene. The amount of things these young men have had to grasp on this climb has met its match, not on the court. Not on the court. I think that's interesting. If there was no crowd and it was just a gym and these two teams were meeting up, I have no doubt. Spurs would take 7 out of 10. We feed off the energy of the crowd. Nobody touching him. Jalen Brunson going like this with both his hands and his neck back as he falls down into the basket on the one that's a clear flop is the one I think about often. The drama of it all. The reason why I called every game is because I want to be able to go right back and match it up and find those little moments. And it's easier for me to do that if I call the game live. So I'll be doing that. There's 3 more to play, friends. There are 3 more basketball games to play this season. And we hope to win our 107th. Right? In a war, you don't go to bed after a battle that's been lost and say, well, let's all go home now. Though I am glad the Spurs are coming home. And I have confidence that we're going to win at home. But there are now still 3 games to play. That should be the attitude. And you should seal off the negative energy. Forget about that. That's gone. All that's gone. All that's gone. There's 3 games left to play. Got to win them all. And the first of those is at home, where you've lost 2 to the Knicks. Fans came there, Spurs fans came there paying tens of thousands of dollars, and you lost both of those. And you guys are shooting yourselves in the feet, young men. You're not getting beat by a better team, I can tell you that. Well, on the road, Spur. Stay strong, folks. There's 3 more games to play. There's 3 more games to play. There's 3 more games to play. There's 3 more games to play.